Second, there is new difference, and yeah, you need to really experience your own power of your mind. And okay, I do 5 days. Let's see how it happens. I'll do 10 days. Let's say you see when you make that decision, you hold that. You will experience the much better everything because you take the control. Take back control of your life, and you make decision. So what quite often when we train this, part of the meaning is you make just a decision and you stick with it, and you take responsibility with that, and you will feel the value as a human being, because you control your own life. So that's why you should be happy with even some bad results. But if you know this is my decision, okay, this is my responsibility. I made it and I made the result. So the only question is you continue with same decision or you choose another decision. So this is the peace in whatever results come out. See if this is I made a decision, or if I let other control my life, then you take back the power. I make a decision, I live with it, and I have my own responsibility to change it if I want. If I do not want, nobody can change me. And you should be happy with your decision. So that, oh, I didn't get that. You should be happy with the results from your decision. The really only choice is if you want to have a new result. You need to make a new decision. Be in peace with what's your decision. Okay. Well, living life with that, everything is good.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah.
So, is there any question?
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that it's hard to relate to sometimes because I'm just thinking about in my life I feel like I was born into a lot of trauma and that experience, and because one way of conceptualizing it or understanding it is okay, well, I chose this life to go through that so that I could transcend that, and that would bring me more peace. But at the same time, it's hard to would I take responsibility for how my parents treated me as a child, and how my childhood was, and all of that, and my parents and their parents, all the trauma that's been carried down through my ancestry, down into my genes, and what I'm living and what I'm still carrying with me. It's hard. I'm not completely at peace with that, because I'm still living that reality, and it's very painful. So, how do you suggest I relate to
What I mean, I'm going to be here all year round, so you have compassion. So right now he's here. Will you listen to him? You're going to listen to him. Okay, all year round.
For me, I'm grateful for my parents, for my grandparents, grandparents. I'm so thankful to them. Otherwise, I would not come to this life. Also, I'm so thankful to them to treat me, and give me a tool how to live a life well. Also, I'm so thankful to them, give the freedom to me and let me go out of the house. Then I found an opportunity to do my personal development. Then I found a new way to training myself to meeting with my own true self-awareness. Yeah. Whatever, they gave me or they taught me, however, all are right and nothing wrong. I'm very thankful for that. I'm not feeling that as a trauma. I'm not feeling that is bad. Always I'm feeling good. Because that I'm grow. Because that I'm grow. Okay. Since I decide my own life, then I already know, which direction I shall to go. Then, for me, I only have a thankful heart. Then, focusing with a mind, in that direction, is desired by me, not another. I remember when I was 6, 7 years old around. One day, we are the farmer family. One day in the summer, with my uncles, aunties, my parents, we are working on the land. We harvest the wheat. We growing the corn, planting corn seed. We take away the grass, working on that. Really like this, very hard. Suddenly, in the some moment, suddenly, I'm standing up, release my tools. I look at my parents, look at my aunt, uncles. I told them, "Oh, it's too hard work." When I'm growing up, I don't want every day facing the ground, back facing the heaven to do this land work. That's not my own life. I hate it. I don't want it. Goodbye, I'm home. They are laughing.
How old were you?
Around 6, 7.
6, 7.
Yeah.
Child labor is illegal.
And they are laughing a lot. Yeah. However, there's so strong memory. When I'm growing up, from middle school to high school, I passed the exam. We have no money supporting me to go to the high school. Then I'm start to do my own business. You need money, buy the fruit, selling the fruit. I don't want to do the land work, but parents so busy in the land, you still do some work. But I'm more working outside by myself. After now, I really, enjoy my life. That's my own decision. Now, my story in my big family at home as a family story. Everyone, they tell, my niece or nephews or my niece nephews' children, everyone they told them, you need learning from who is. When World War time was it, that time we are laughing him, but now you see he has his own life is a good. And that way we say, one, we are thankful to all the information, all things, knowledge, study, from our parents, from our teachers, from a society. You cannot fight with them. You cannot angry to them. You only need to have a very kind heart, thankful to them. Afterwards, you need to discover the way of your own life. You make choice, then focus your mind, working on it. Day by day, year by year, when, the time is there, your own life is manifested. The result, which decide by yourself. Yeah, this is my answer. Thank you. I hope you already get the answer.
How to do it, then just the life process.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
you already done. You want to change. You already done the intention. Just live in that as your action.
Good answer.
It's my life. Oh, all right.
Gabby, no? Sophia, you have some? No?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just curious, because I think you told us you started with Qigong when you were 8.
Yes,
Yes. Who made you start with Qigong?
my own self.
Oh, okay.
I remember my life very early. From beginning, my parents living with my grandparents, and they only have 4 rooms. My parents, also my brother, sister, we are living another 2 rooms. My grandparents living another room, also with my, auntie, very tight. Then my father tried to build up a new house. And that time, we have no money to buy the materials. And my father to go to the, at the hills, to take up the stone from deep, the key, the valley or cave, and walking, make a small piece of stone, bring up, and then helped by the whole family and the whole village people. Gradually we built up 4 rooms, a new house, and that's I'm 3 years old. 3 years old. And when I moved the new house, then I started to get a problem. My throat is a problem. Every year between spring and summer seasons. And each time, first year, my father take me to the village doctor, have the injection, 1, 2 times. I take the injection by myself to see the doctor in the village, Every year happened until I was 8 years old. And strong memory. I'm meeting with Taoism master. In my mother's side, the grandparents' home, they talk about Qigong Taoism practice. I'm sitting beside them, and they talking the practice and some methods. I'm happy learning from them. Then I do by myself. That's right. Afterwards, after I'm practiced and recovered, it never ever happened until now. Yeah. Okay.
Fantastic.
All right. Yeah.
I know it's a few days.
Mm.
It's very intensive, and then quite lots of content, new and old, intertwined together. So a lot of thoughts, and I know, guarantee, that there are lots of new thoughts, and you will continue to think quite intensively a while. Especially you have been here more than one day. Even though you have been just one day, it's really very individual. If you are really looking into these kind of answers, and you'll continue. So get back to us if you feel need some, give us the feedback. If you need some support, we have the whole support system, from the very simple, just find some information to talk, or together training, discussion, working together with some exercise, to the different kind of workshops and courses, until education program, if that's what you feel need to put in your life. So there are all those whole spectrum of the support for you. So you know where we are, and he will be here twice a year. Still, we haven't decided we're going to end up this yet, and haven't been planning for that. So I have very confident this is very stable. We are practicing our life. We will never stop in one way or another way. So here, right now, is the kind of base. He comes here teaching, spread this philosophy, with the philosophy to live a new way of life. It's the only place in the world he does, and I feel also very,
Good.
gratitude and high gratitude to having him being able to come here to do this and training and growing up together with us. So, you know where to find us. If I miss something, then you know you didn't miss anything. It's there in different form, physical form, energetic form, and then especially the information form is always there. Which, yeah. So let's.
I'm so happy meet you all here with 4 days. Also today, even though with new friends, all right? You know, thank you all. Have a wonderful life we are.
And I want to also say from tomorrow to the next Sunday, also having our educational program for those new friends, which you are, if you feel you would like to, you know, maybe get to listen to something and get more deeper, you are welcome to come drop by one day or some days or something. So we are also in here. Yeah. Thank you very much.
All right.